News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Tire Works Total Car Care, not your typical tire and service company. Guaranteed lowest prices on tires. Your one-stop shop for all automotive needs. Call 775-751-6100 or 702-365-TIRE. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. 775-727-9800. News 46 is also brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Tonight on News 46, a new superintendent has been chosen for Nye County.
A bus service may be in the works for Pahrump.
And the Republican women hold a Lincoln Day dinner. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, February 23rd, 2012. I'm Rick Vale.
And in for Rhonda Van Winkle, I'm Tony Joe for News 46. 7 U.S. Marines were killed last night when 2 helicopters collided midair over the desert in a training exercise near Yuma, Arizona. The identities of the Marines who were preparing for deployment to Afghanistan have not yet been released. The incident happened about 8 p.m., 3 kilometers west of the Yuma Training Range Complex, which spans airspace in California and in Arizona. There were no survivors. A military official confirmed the accident happened over California airspace west of the Chocolate Mountains. This incident is still under investigation.
And Dale Norton has been selected to replace Dr. Rob Roberts as superintendent of Nye County School District. Dr. Roberts will retire after serving 10 years with Nye County.
That is correct, and what an honor.
And congratulations on that as well.
Thank you very much.
How many applicants do we have?
I didn't get an exact number from the search committee, but there was a number of 55 that was put out there, and then that was screened down, I think, to about 18 that the board looked at, and then they selected 3 to interview.
And these are people from all over. They even apply from other states and everything.
That's my understanding.
How long have you been superintendent of Nye County School District?
Assistant superintendent, I believe it's been 6 years I've been in the central office.
You were principal over at J.G. Johnson, but you were handling 2 jobs?
Yeah, I was an assistant superintendent with principal duties. I volunteered for that to get us through a budget situation and was doing dual role.
And so now, when does this take effect?
That's to be negotiated with the board, and I have to negotiate a contract, and then the transition between Dr. Roberts and myself, he is under contract until the 30th of June.
I know that Dr. Roberts wanted to retire, and the last time we weren't able to actually get somebody to replace him, and you didn't apply last time.
No, I had some personal family issues that were going on with a new granddaughter, and there were some health issues there, and all is well now. I just didn't know if I could commit the time at not knowing what the situation was fully, and better educated with it now, and all is well.
And this encompasses all of Nye County, so you have some traveling to do.
Nothing new to me as an assistant superintendent. Vehicle that I've been assigned has got over 120,000 miles on it, so traveling's not new to me.
And As soon as your contract's negotiated, you're going to be going through that now?
Yeah, we'll get through that process here in the very near future. I believe the board scheduled a meeting coming up in March to put the contract on there for approval.
Because Dr. Roberts is supposed to be leaving when?
Well, he's contracted through June 30th.
And so, do you foresee that contract being extended at all?
For him, probably not. We'll get that transition time down. We'll figure out how we're going to handle business while we're both here and doing the transition, and we'll make it work. We'll make it as transparent as possible, and certainly not to affect our classrooms.
What's some of your hopes for the future for Nye County School District?
Well, number one, I hope I can replace myself, because that's going to be the biggest task, is getting an assistant superintendent hired. I'm going to look at the organizational responsibilities, maybe make a few adjustments in there after I've talked to my team. Stay directly focused with the board on what their plans are and what direction they want to go, and good communication with them, and the final effect on our students, which is the most important thing there is.
And is Pahrump looking into finally getting a bus service? We talked to Commissioner Butch Baraski, and he told us a little more.
Yes. Well, I could say I think we're going to get one. I've been working with a group of about 12 individuals on a transportation committee, and very, very aggressive people who would really like to see this happen. As you know, we had a community assessment not too long ago, and on the top of that list was a bus service. There was bus services tried here before, and please don't get them confused with what I'm talking about. What was here before was bus service from here to Las Vegas and back over the hill, and it really didn't help the town at all. I'm going to go to the town board and talk to them and try to get their support. I believe I can get support from the county commissioners, and if I can, get an RFP put out there, get a proposal brought in, look at the numbers. I've talked to some of the larger businesses in town. They said they would support it in principle and financially. So if we can get the community to pitch in and all work together on this and pay for it, we'll have a bus service. We can get people around town, get people to work, get people to the hospital, medical care, and things like that we don't have now. There was a group to come into our meeting yesterday that were blind, and they brought this to pretty much up to light, and then I did say, well, I am working on it, and I will move forward. I'm hoping I will get the support of the entire town on this. It's very, very important. It'll be very, very minimal cost to the taxpayers, and I think this is something that's long overdue.
Will this stay here locally, or will it go over to Vegas as well?
No. I think the only thing I'd like a proposal on right now is to take care of Pahrump only. If they want to expand the route later, once it becomes a viable product here to have, and they can afford to extend their service, then obviously we'd want a private company to come and do it. I don't really want government to run a bus service here. Government doesn't do anything real well. I've learned that a long time ago. And I know I'm in government myself, and that's why I'm saying that. We really, was really, really high on the community assessment list, and it's been high on everybody's mind that I've talked to lately. I'm going to go on the radio in the near future, and I'm sure I'll get some negative comments, but I think the majority of what I'm hearing is positive right now. If you do support it, please let us know. Let the town board know, let the county commissioners know.
How can they get in touch with you?
Okay, they can reach me at my office at 751-7075.
And you'll let us know the updates and when this is progressing.
Yeah, once I can get in front of the town board and see if I have their support, and then go in front of my own board and ask for an RFQ or an RFP, and look at some numbers, and then I think from there we could probably move forward.
And as we head into our break, here's Mr. Movie Phone with a look at what's coming up this weekend at the movies.
I'm Mr. Movie Phone. The Academy Awards are Sunday, but that still leaves plenty of time for a new movie. I'll run them down with my weekend movie preview next.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Action!
Happy Oscar weekend, everybody. Well, this week at the movies, Amanda Seyfried is gone. Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd are naked. And real life and fiction collide in Act of Valor.
Proceed to target, recover the package, move to extract. Roger that.
As you well know from the commercials, this military action adventure stars real active duty Navy SEALs. In the movie, they rescue a kidnapped CIA agent only to uncover a terrorist plot that sends the SEALs on a worldwide manhunt. The real deal? Well, it's like watching someone else play Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Act of Valor is a straight-up recruiting film aimed at first-person shooters only. I'm out. Jennifer Aniston and Paul Rudd are in for an unexpected adventure in Wonderlust.
Why are you not at work, George?
Oh, I got fired.
Out of a job and stressed out from big city life, this couple needs a change of pace. But they get more than they bargained for when they stumble across a freewheeling community that lets it all hang out. The real deal? Well, it's from the director of Role Models. No role models, but the always funny Paul Rudd and even Jennifer Aniston will charm your pants off in the quirky comedy. I'm in! A serial killer strikes again in Gone.
Molly? Rise and shine. Oh my God.
Amanda Seyfried has escaped a kidnapper and murderer. So when he comes back to finish the job and takes her sister instead, Seyfried won't sleep until she finds the man, saves her sister, and carries out her revenge. The real deal? Well, no advanced screening for critics means that Gone is probably the exact appropriate title for this movie. I'm out. Tyler Perry learns that money can't buy everything in Good Deeds.
No, you're in my parking spot.
Now, just be 1 second.
This woman left her child in the car.
I don't talk to strangers.
Perry stars as a successful businessman who thinks he has it all. Well, that is until he meets an outspoken single mother who makes him realize he's always lived his life for other people. And that realization sends him on a personal journey to find true happiness. The real deal? Well, Tyler Perry has a proven formula. He never screens his movies for critics. He knows his audience. He knows they'll show up. And he knows he'll get to put another addition on the Perry family compound. All right, for all your tickets, your showtimes, my 6-second review, so much more, go to MoviePhone.com or call 1-800-777-FILM. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you at the Oscars.
That's a wrap!
And we're going into part 2 of our story with Deborah Vito. Her family has been the victims of harassment and vandalism. She spoke with KPVM's Doug Brendel with his show Talk TV.
That there is eggs going down the side of my daughter-in-law's van. That happened last night. That's part of the vandalism that happened at her house last night. And that's the tires on the van that they have puncture holes in the side of them. And that's the front tire there.
How many tires?
2 tires, both passenger side.
Just last night?
Yes. That there goes back to the first vandalism on my vehicle where they had taken and on my driver's door, the power window door units and stuff, they had taken the mechanism out and cut all the wires with dikes. It's what it looked like. That there is the paper plates. I took pictures of it and left it just like it was so that the cops could see before we touched anything.
Good golly, that's crazy. Well, you got a $1,000 reward. We have your cell phone number up here, and you said if somebody has information regarding this, call anytime.
Anytime around the clock. I have no problem with that, and they will be kept anonymous.
Do you have neighbors around you, or are you out in the middle of nowhere, or what?
I do have neighbors around me. On the same side of the street, to either side, there aren't anyone on the property, but across the street, there are neighbors from me, and on the street behind me. So, and I don't mind giving my street address.
Okay, whereabouts is that?
Okay, my street address is 3321 West Van. That's where a lot of the first 3 vandalisms took place. And then my daughter-in-law lives on Retread, which that incident took place last night where the minivan is at.
Okay.
And as I said, I can keep the information completely anonymous, and I'm willing to give $1,000, not a problem, to information leading to arrest and conviction.
And tomorrow night is the Lincoln Day dinner, held by the Republican Women's Association.
This Friday, coming up, Friday the 24th.
And where's it going to be at?
It's going to be at Mountain Falls Clubhouse.
And so tell me a little bit about who's throwing this dinner.
Well, we're the Pahrump Valley Republican Women. We've been doing this. This is our 33rd annual Lincoln Day dinner. We do this every year. We have candidates and dignitaries, and we just kind of celebrate the party and, you know, what it stands for.
Is it a fundraiser as well?
It is a fundraiser. This is an important election year, and we're trying to raise funds to support our local candidates. We are a local grassroots organization, and we support all our local candidates.
Who do we have planning to be speaking that evening?
Well, our MC will be Amy Tarkanian. She's the former chairman of the state GOP party. And we have several different candidates running for everything from our new congressional district, number 4, Barbara Sagaski and Danny Tarkanian. And we'll have some of our assembly district candidates, Senate district candidates, on down to commissioner and justice of the peace, etc.
This is a great event to get to know the candidates that are available out there, get to meet them, get to hear a little bit about what they have to say.
Right. This is kind of an introduction to all the new candidates. We will be having a candidates night where you get to know them better, but this is kind of an introduction so you can kind of see who you might want to get to know better, what events you want to go to in the future, and, you know, it gives our candidates kind of a starting off ground to kind of get to know the community as well.
Is there tickets still available?
There are a few tickets still available. We always sell a few at the door. And also, if you would like to contact our person selling tickets, that's Rita Whiteman, and her phone number is 751-0241.
There you go. And what time again?
It's at 6 o'clock is our cocktail and social hour, and 7 o'clock we will be serving a sit-down dinner.
And Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza is going to be holding a monthly Hometown Heroes Award. Yesterday, the first award was presented.
Well, the first ever Hometown Hero Award was presented here at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. We're going to speak to Sheldon Fetty and Barb Johnston about how you can nominate your own Hometown Hero.
Doing well. I'm still floating. I can't believe I got this award. I was surprised to be nominated, and then to know, it just was so warming. It gave me such warm thrills to think I was appreciated. I just do stuff. I never realized I did what I did. I just do it, you know.
It's such a great thing that Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza is doing. Recognizing hometown heroes, what a great idea.
Well, what we decided to do is there's so much bad news in the world right now, and every time you open a newspaper, you turn on the TV, it's all negative, negative, negative. There's so many good things going on in our community, and so many good people doing so many wonderful things. We wanted to have a program where we could recognize that. So we came up with the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza Hometown Hero Award. And all we ask folks to do is to go and send an email to hometownhero@pvautoplaza.com. Nominate someone. It could be someone like Barb, and Barb is a wonderful person that does so much in our community. Or it could be a teacher, a coach, someone at a local restaurant that treated you in a way that made you go, huh, that was cool. Yeah. Nominate that person. We take the top 5 nominees over to the radio station at KNYE. Karen has listeners call in, and then the people of Pahrump choose the final winner. And Barb was nominated, and then she was chosen by the listeners to the radio station. And what I'd like to do is, on behalf of Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza, is give Barb a check for $300.
Thank you.
Now, this check is not for Barbara herself, but for her charity of choice, which is Quilts for Cancer. And then this is for Barb herself. The people up at the winery, Bill and Gretchen Loken, have decided to not give a gift certificate for dinner and a bottle of wine to the recipient of the award. And this is for Barb personally, for her to enjoy with her husband. So
Barb was the first name that popped into my head, because I don't think there's a day goes by she's not dealing with her own personal health issues. She's a cancer survivor. I deal with cancer. But every time I log on to Facebook, there's Barb smiling, quilting, knitting, taking care of everyone, sock drives for the kids. And I have a daughter in school, so I do some work with the school, and I see the good that her projects have done for those kids. She is. She inspires me every day when I see her posts and know that she's trucking along.
So come on down here to Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza to put in your nominations for the Hometown Hero Award, or email them. There's so many other reasons you can come down to Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And now here's Ginger Tyra with your First Move Fitness tip of the week.
I'm Ginger, personal trainer and certified sports nutritionist at First Move Fitness. Today I have 2 tips for you. They're unrelated, however, both will help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. First, I want to give you some tips when consuming alcohol. Work on limiting your alcohol consumption. Alcohol is a calorie-filled liquid. One 6.5-ounce flute of champagne has 163 calories. Did you know a large white wine contains 150 calories and a large red wine 160 calories? Second, a tip to help you stay on track is to find a buddy to work out with. There's success in numbers. We are a social species. Support really helps us be successful. You can help each other be accountable, help each other with a workout routine, and best of all, if you sign up with buddies at First Move Fitness, you get a buddies discount. Come to First Move Fitness for more great tips, and remember, the first move is yours.
And Uncle Ben's is announcing the Ben's Beginners Cooking Contest, which is a nationwide competition aimed to empower and encourage the parents to connect with their kids one meal at a time.
With Angie Harmon leading the charge, Uncle Ben's kicked off the contest on January 17th in New York City with more than 30 elementary school children and their parents to learn how to make kid-friendly recipes, all through fun demonstrations with children's cooking expert Cricket Azima of the Creative Kitchen. To enter the Ben's Beginners Cooking Contest, parents and their children, ages 5 to 12, simply cook their favorite rice dish together. Parents then upload a short video on bensbeginnerscontest.com of their child introducing the meal and sharing his or her enthusiasm for cooking. 4 finalists will be chosen, and one grand prize winner will receive $20,000, an appearance on The Rachel Ray Show, and a cafeteria makeover for their child's school valued at $50,000. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
So some warmer temperatures and some blustery conditions out there today. We're going to check in with Zach Fuentes after the break to see what it's going to be like over the next 7 days.
News 46 weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 weather is also brought to you by Humana.
Welcome back to News 46, everyone. Zach Fuentes here with your weather. We had a nice day out as far as temperatures and skies are concerned. For the most part, it was sunny. Our high was 74 degrees, and our winds were coming out of the north-northeast at 8, and our gusts were at up to 16. So if you don't like the wind, it kind of wasn't a nice day for you. But for those of us wind lovers like myself, it was very nice out there. Our pressure was at 29.97, UV index staying at its norm, 5 moderate, and our humidity was at 18%. Our sunrise today was at 6:22 a.m., and our record was 79 degrees set back in 2002. Tonight, it looks like we're going to have clear skies again. Our low is going to be 37 degrees. Winds still coming out of the north-northeast at 6 miles per hour, and our gusts going down to about 10 miles per hour. Humidity is going to go up to 35%, and our sunset will be at 5:33 p.m. Tonight's record was 25 degrees back in 1953. Tomorrow looks like we're going to have sunny skies once again, but the 70s look like they're going to be leaving us. We're going to be at 67 for our high. Our low is going to be 38 degrees, and our winds are going to come out of the southeast this time at 4 miles per hour. Gusts at 7, and our UV index staying the same. Sunrise will be at 6:21 a.m., and our humidity at 19%. And now taking a look at our 7-day forecast. Yesterday it looked kind of boring, but now it looks like we're going to have some clouds towards the end of it. Tuesday through Wednesday is going to be kind of cloudy out there. Our highs are going down a little bit. Saturday, it looks like we're going to return into the 70s only for that day, though. For the rest of it, it looks like we're going to be mostly, for the most part, in the 60s, and then 59 on Tuesday, so bordering there. Our lowest low is going to be 33 degrees on Monday and Tuesday. And today's worst weather was in Spring Lake, Indiana, where it was rainy. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you very much, Zach. Folks, the 16th Annual Quilt and Fiber and Arts Show will be held this weekend at the Pahrump Nugget. Fees are $5 per day at the door. $2 with military ID. Kids under 12 and husbands with their wives are free.
The hours of operation are going to be Friday and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, the awards for the quilt show will be given out on Sunday at 3 p.m. For more information, you can call Joyce at 751-4944.
And folks, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Tony Joe.
And from everyone up here in the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Have a good night, everyone.